So there's a tornado warning right now.
In Boston?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, this morning I kept talking about how we were so lucky that we had such beautiful days in Boston, and now we're like fingers crossed that the rain holds off. Did
So
it start raining yet?
they just extended it. It's a 40% chance, it says,
Well, damn.
but like a 20% chance of a strong one, and it's until 7 o'clock, which should be interesting. I'm like
When was the
looking.
last time you guys had a tornado?
I don't know, but my grandparents in Maine have a campsite with like one of those trailers. You just park it and leave it
Yeah.
there. And it's got to be like 10 years ago now. And it's right on a lake. Beautiful day. And a tornado just came right up the lake and right over their campsite. And a tree landed right in the middle of their trailer. On one half of it was my grandfather, and on one half of it was my grandmother. And it was like the 4th of July weekend. So
What?
yeah, oh yeah. So my uncle and my dad raced up there, and it's like just under an hour and a half to get there. And they were flying up there, and thank God they're okay. But like the campsite was just demolished,
Wait, so they were sitting in the trailer and it was like by the sheer will of God that it basically split it in half and
yeah,
they didn't get hurt.
literally. So like it was their site and a few others that just got ruined. So now it used to be like wooded and like covered in trees. Now it's like a bunch of like ferns and stuff that are like growing really high around it. So there's like no tree coverage up there or anything. It was pretty bad. I'll try to find pictures and send them to you, but like
So is the campsite still exist?
they still exist. They had to clean up, get a new trailer, and they ended up moving like a site over to the right because it kind of like cleared out more space down there. So it sucked because we grew up there, and it was
Where do they live full time?
they live in Salem full time.
Oh, okay.
So but this is in Bridgeton, Maine by like
Wait, they live in Salem, Maine or Salem,
Salem, Mass.
Salem, Mass.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they go up there on the weekends and stuff.
And then when you go to Maine where you have like no cell service, where's that?
That's like a half an hour away from there, like half an hour west.
And that's camping though too, isn't it?
That's camping too. Yeah.
But
I'm
just
excited for that. It's coming up.
not who do you go there with?
It's Maddie's college roommates, like friends farm.
And are you in a tent?
That's the plan. We have been for the last 2 years. We were thinking about like renting, like calling that 1-800-RV or something and like doing it for this year, but it just never came about. So
And how many nights are in a tent?
we're either gonna go up Wednesday night or Thursday morning. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So 3 nights or 4 nights. Yeah. Well, the first year we did it, we were in direct sunlight the entire day because it's a big field and there's like no shade at all except for like behind this barn that's in the middle of the field that gives like shade in the morning. But the first year we set the tent up, this is actually funny too. It's storm related. The first year we were set up, it was in direct sunlight. The tent was so hot by like 6 in the morning every day. I had to get out and just like have fresh air, and like you would unzip the tent and you could just feel the coldness coming in, even though it was 90 degrees outside. It had to be like 100 and something in the tent. But anyway, last year we put the tent behind the barn. That was a lot better. So yeah, it should be good this year. I don't know if we're gonna be regretting the RV decision, but I don't mind.
Is there like a lake or stuff? Like what do you do?
Yeah, we can go down and like there's a river that we can swim in and stuff, and it's just like a big cookout. It's hard to explain. It feels like you're sitting around doing nothing all day, but there's activities.
Well,
Like
no, I mean but that's what I'm saying. Like when I go to the beach, I lay around and do nothing. Like
yeah,
I'm on the beach from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and
but there's a
reading.
lot of like property, so we can take four-wheelers around,
Okay.
and like every night's a campfire, and like
Where
everyone's.
do you shower?
This is the funniest part. There's the main house on the property, and on the back of it there's a little spigot coming out of the house, and they made like a shower curtain with PVC pipes, and like it slides up right against the shower, so it's like it works pretty well, but it's like very main.
But you have to get like fill a bucket. It's not actually like
No, it's running water.
I know, but it's not like a shower head though, right?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, it's a shower head.
Yeah, it's like
Oh,
elevated. It's like
oh,
above your
okay.
head. Yeah. So it's
Oh,
like coming
okay.
out. And
And
there's
where's the bathroom? In the woods?
now there's outhouses. And by the end of the weekend, those things are not pleasant at
Well,
all.
and how many people go?
So progressively through the week, people start to show up. And I'd say like at the height of the weekend, so like Saturday night when they do like the big potluck and like the big fireworks show, 150 people maybe.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
maybe a little bit more too. Like
And
on
who
the
organizes this?
it's the family that owns the property, which is Maddie's college roommate's best friend.
Okay.
So it's
Where did Maddie go to college?
they went to Suffolk in
Okay.
Boston. But I'm
There's
looking at like the Facebook like invite right now that went out.
yeah.
I don't want to see how many people are on the invite. Yeah, so like only 19 have responded yes, but like there's so many people who aren't on
And
here.
everybody just has tents popped.
Tents, some people bring like their campers and stuff, but majority of it is tents. Some of the people that we like our circle of the group, they have like snowmobile trailers and they put like cots in them. You're really not
Okay.
supposed to sleep in them, but like if you have the door open, it's fine. So they kind of like modified those for the camping trip, but we're just in a tent.
Do you ever see like the TikToks and Instagram reels where it's like a beautiful like tropical beach and like people are like swimming right there and then like a waiter's coming up behind it and like the text says, "Do I want to go camping? Absolutely fucking not." And I'm like,
I
eh.
don't mind it though. Like there's one campsite like in New Hampshire that we used to go to a lot that's like right on the side of a river. So it's very awesome. But
So,
that's
and
kind of
here's
my
the thing.
thing.
I would say like I would do an overnight. Do you know what I mean? Like if and I would need to go with people that know how to camp.
Yes.
Okay.
You
So
need
like
yeah.
I'm not like I like to be in the mud, run in the rain. Like we were talking about Ogunquit. Like when I went to Ogunquit for the first time, the beach was beautiful. We jumped in our clothes.
Yeah.
Like I've done mud runs. Like I'm not like I am a girly girl, but I also like love nature and just like to get in it. So I'm not like it does going to an outhouse doesn't really bother me. I'll go in a porta potty. I'll pee on the side of the road if I have to.
Good.
I mean, one time, like I was driving to New York City and we were stuck in all this traffic, and I didn't feel like wasting time and getting off and like stopping to go to the pee. So I pulled up on this sidewalk and just opened my door and just like in the middle of the traffic. Like I could
That's
have got
awesome.
arrested. I could have got
That's
arrested.
yeah, that's like registered behavior. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
like I am not it's not that it's just more of the fact that like I don't want to do it consistently. Like I like comfort. You know what I mean?
But
So
would you have
like
to end each day like feeling clean, or would you be okay going to sleep feeling like
that's what
you're
I'm
a little
saying. Like
dirty?
I'm a two I think we talked did we talk about this that I'm like a 2 day shower person.
I
Like
think
I
we have.
shower at night and then I also but it's also because yeah, so I wouldn't need a shower in the morning, but I think I would need to like rinse at night.
But so like if you go to an actual campground that has like a bathhouse or something, that's more than possible. But here, yeah, I mean you could shower there too. Like it's big enough for like where Maddie and I like go in there, like you shampoo my hair, I'll shampoo. And, like we
Yeah, yeah.
rush because everyone has to use the shower. Over like the course. It's funny, like people will start showering at like 4 o'clock and like the last people will finish at like 9. It's crazy. It's so
Yeah,
must be so much water.
like my aunt and uncle have a camper at the Jersey Shore, and like we used to go when we were kids, and they have a shower inside the camper, but it's really small. So we would just like go to the main showers. They have like an actual like shower house,
Yeah.
and so like I don't mind doing any of that. It's just that like I don't want to do it like maybe even 2 nights, but as long as I went with people that knew what they were doing. Like I need people to set up a fire. I need people to know how to cook. Like I'm not I'm going, but I'm not like lugging all that.
That's the best part about it because like we bring a grill up there and we have like coolers of food for like days worth. The hardest part is keeping the stuff cold. Like
Right.
because the sun beats down directly all day. So like we have Yeti coolers that are so fucking expensive. And even then it's hard to like keep ice frozen. So we probably spend like $200 on ice on that
Because you'll
weekend.
leave and go get ice and come back.
Yeah. hmm
Hmm.
The good thing is like the town, there's a close town like 20 minutes away.
Oh, that's not
So
bad.
we can go and get all our stuff we need. So
Well, let me know how it goes. We,
should be fun. It's a
yeah.
couple of weeks away, but I think we're going to be regretting the RV thing. But with my new car purchase, I'm not spending that money right
You could
now.
always sleep in the back of the new car.
It is big enough.
Yeah.
Some girl, so there's like four daughters who are in the family, and
Okay.
the oldest one, her friend got like a van for the weekend and just left the battery going all night with the AC and like put a bed in the back of it. I'm like, that's a
Yeah.
great idea.
Yeah. That's what I've had a couple friends end up doing that at Coachella. Like it was so hot and it was miserable. Or and also there used to be a festival here called Firefly, and like they ended up just like sleeping in the car because it was just like so miserable.
Yeah. The first year was rough. We had to go to like my grandparents' camp, which was 20 minutes away, and like decompress and shower afterwards because like we just couldn't take it anymore. Another night in the tent was not going to happen. But this
Yeah.
year will be fine. It's the third year we're
Thank God for
experienced.
Graham and Gramps that were there.
I know. Thank God. Thank God. They've bailed us out too many times. Well, did you see the rumor on TMZ right now? It says Taylor's house in Rhode Island is buzzing with wedding activity.
Wait, do you want to talk about this or you want to go into what made you gag and I'll bring it up?
Well, it's in your gag?
Yeah.
All right. Well, then what made you gag?
All right, so two things, okay, but they kind of all go together. Like the first thing was the fact that like I don't really know anything about soccer slash football, right? Like, but it's the World Cup to me is kind of like the Olympics, where like I don't think about it, and now it's here, and I'm all like, woo, soccer.
Yeah.
And so I've been like trying to do the Cliff Notes version, and then the other night, Messi had a hat trick, and he's 38. He's almost 39 years old, so he's the oldest person ever to have a hat trick in the World Cup, and
Wow.
now he's the person with the most goals scored at the World Cup,
Okay.
right? And so I was saying like I don't think it's a coincidence that like when FIFA was planning locations that like they put him in Kansas City because of like Mahomes and Brittany Mahomes is part owner of the female soccer team there. And my friend Tracy, who's like really into soccer, was like, yeah, I don't think FIFA cares. Like she's like arguing about it. So anyway, so then my whole feed now is FIFA, World Cup, like the whole thing, right? And I'm having like it's really been fun watching, people from all over the world come to the US and just like there was this like whole group of people from Japan, like in Texas,
I
like
saw.
trying barbecue and
Yeah.
like all the Scottish guys with like walking with their kilts with like their ice Dunkin' Donuts. And then there was like a really funny meme that were like every European on their way home after the World Cup and like this really chubby guy carrying like Doritos and like a big and it's so true. It's like we're so gluttonous. But it made me think like who is the most famous person in the world? I'm asking you that. Right now, no, just like boom, who's the most famous person in the world?
Taylor Swift.
Okay, so I even before I like Googled and ChatGPT'd it, I said it was either going to be Messi or Taylor Swift. I thought maybe Cristiano Ronaldo, but do you know who Cristiano Ronaldo
Yeah.
is? Okay. So when you Google it, it literally says them. It says Messi, Ronaldo, Taylor Swift.
For the three,
My
just in general, most.
Yeah, and they kind of break it down where it's like sports is Messi and Ronaldo, and then like entertainment is Taylor Swift, right?
Yeah.
And so I did a TikTok and I did an Instagram on it, and it was just like all over, especially on Instagram, like the amount of people from I don't know if it's bots or if they're real, but they were like coming hard on me because my theory is that she's the most famous person in the world. And all these people are like, you're an idiot, you're speaking like an American. I go, I never consider myself like an average American. Like I am very aware of what a global economy means. And I am very aware of how massive football slash soccer is.
Yes.
My point is, yes, in majority of every other country in the world, let's just take Messi for example. I mean, we can say Ronaldo too because he's a little bit older than Messi, but they're basically the same age. Ronaldo's 41, Messi's 39 in 3 days, okay? So my point being is that I am fully aware that in every other country in the world, like soccer is the thing, right? But Taylor Swift also sold out multiple night shows in Asia, in South America, and even people are like, the USA is only 5% of the population. I'm like, it's not about population. The United States of America is a global juggernaut. It's really the US and China. And my point being is that if you took Messi and put him in a Target, Indiana, like 96% of the people would have no idea who he is.
Absolutely.
It's fame is not fans. It's just how well you're known. And I'm like, don't put him in his Argentina jersey. Just have him walk in with like a t-shirt and shorts on and a hat. Like no one would know who he is. Even I've been doing this like very unscientific where I'm just like asking random people. Half the people don't even know who he is, let alone what he looks like.
Yeah.
And so my point being is that I don't think you can be the most famous person in the world if you're not known in America. So it doesn't have to do with numbers. It just has to do with like global impact.
That makes
And
total
then
sense.
people are arguing with me saying like, but if you go into a village in Africa, they'll know Messi, but they won't know Taylor Swift. And I'm like,
I
I'm
don't
not
believe that.
convinced because it's not even about knowing her music. It's just knowing who she is.
Yeah,
People keep
exactly.
associating with fans, and I'm like, she literally, and somebody commented, people sold their cars and remortgaged their houses in Argentina to see Messi. I'm like, yeah, people did that for the Eras tour too. So like it's not about the fandom, it's about the global impact. And then somebody was like, Messi is more known than Coca-Cola in some places in the world. And I'm like, okay, but so is Taylor Swift. And then people are like Michael Jackson. I'm like, well, he's dead.
That's like
So
apples and oranges, though.
so anyway, my point being was like it was just an interesting conversation, and I think that this is a perfect example of when you talk about how like you can have a difference of opinion. Like I think this is an example of how you can have a difference of opinion,
Yes.
right? Like equality, there's no such like to me there's some things that no, not everybody's allowed to have an opinion on, right?
Sure.
But this I feel like is one of those things where it's like, yeah, I mean, it's not about yes, I understand that India has a much higher population than America, but like the global impact that America has. So it's like, yes, Messi is known in India, but the fact that he's not known in the United States, whereas like Taylor, people like, you can go take her to India and she would no, people wouldn't have any idea who she is. And I'm like, I just disagree with that. Maybe I'm
I
wrong.
find that
Maybe
hard to
it
believe.
really, but I also think like there's a reason that when you Google and ChatGPT it, like it says the three of them. You know what I mean?
I just don't think it's so hard to grasp. And like looking at it from this way around, it's crazy to grasp how huge soccer is, football is in these other countries. You would really have no idea as an American until this whole thing is happening right now. But it's massive. I mean,
Oh yeah,
it's
and I
because they don't
think
have baseball like
well,
everywhere.
right. And I think that I've always been very much aware because it also has to do with like access, right? And like when you're talking about how like there's villages in India and Africa that like don't have running water, but the kids play soccer.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like so I'm fully aware as an educated woman of how soccer is so much bigger than just the sport because it's like and again I'm fully aware of that. My point being though is that I still think well, here's another thing. Like I've had friends that have been in the Peace Corps and it's really fascinating because again, you go to these very third world countries, remote villages, and they don't have running water, but they have cell phones and have Facebook
yeah.
because of satellite technology. So like so that's kind of what I mean is I really do believe that like and that's the whole thing is that like even if number wise like take America out of it and say okay the rest of the world it's messy, my point being though is I don't think you can call yourself the most famous person in the world if America doesn't know who you are because America
100%
is
agree.
such a globe. It's just like China. If China doesn't know who you are, then you can't consider yourself the most famous person in the world.
You could look at that like with K-pop stuff too, like how that's become an American thing,
Sure.
really adapted. I guess that's a good example of how those two countries are, or two regions are powerhouses. You know what I
Sure,
mean?
but it's not China, it's Korea,
But it's the
right? So
same,
like
like,
but it's like are they I mean, I don't, and again, it's like it's interesting because this K like there's a whole like K-pop machine where it's so it's not I think K-pop as a whole is massive globally, but like yes, BTS is arguably like the biggest boy band, but like they're so it gets to a point where they're so interchangeable.
you have to really look at like a foreign act that made it big in America, like One Direction, the Beatles, and like that. I guess that's a good way to grasp how massive something is. How, But is
And
that
I
just like alienating everybody else? It's a tough conversation.
It's a tough conversation because I don't think my point being is that I don't think the way that I'm looking at I'm not alienating the rest of the world. I'm saying I'm fully aware that in the rest of the world, Messi is like beyond global, but he's
Yes.
not here. And I think that that matters. The impact of being known in America matters, just like it mattered. Like you could be famous in Luxembourg. Well, that doesn't really, there's no global impact.
We have an impact on a lot of other cultures. That is cut
Exactly.
and
I mean,
dry.
there's a
Like,
reason that like everybody in the world speaks English. You know what I
yes.
mean? Like,
Yep.
I'm not saying that it's necessarily correct. Like, that's another conversation of how it got to be this, right? But at the end of the day, it's like if you're the most famous person in the world, you have to and again, it's I keep trying to explain to people it's not about fans. It's about if I hold up a picture of somebody who's showing somebody a picture who's 60 and who's 6. You know what I mean? Like it's not even like ages. It has to be like, okay, your grandparents and your and a 6-year-old. Like, do they know who it is? And again, not even just here, but I'm saying globally. Like I understand like so that's why I'm like maybe the answer is like both of them. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Maybe it really is that. Anyway, so I was gagged by a lot of that because I thought the reaction was really visceral. And then I also thought like people and I was obviously gagged by just like Messi being phenomenal. Plus he's like tiny. He's only like 5'7".
It's
So
crazy.
that's really fascinating too, right? So I'm like, he literally can like walk anywhere in the US and like no one would know who he is.
I wouldn't.
It's crazy. You know what I mean? And
Yep.
so the whole conversation was interesting. And then like but then even like me and further about Taylor Swift where it's like, you know, the fact that like the mayor of New York literally had to when he talked about like the upcoming security events and like he brought up the wedding. And because it's like it's like the royal wedding.
It is. It will be like that. It's
And
gonna
it will
break
be
the internet.
covered across the globe. And so, and then it came out today too that they were supposed to get married in Rhode Island, but then everything leaked and they were so worried about security that they moved it to New York. And that's why they think it's going to be at MSG. But supposedly she's having her bachelorette party in Rhode Island, that there was people spotted outside.
So Rhode Island was the original. MSG was there as like a decoy, but now it's the main
No, no, no.
one.
They said originally it was going to be June 13th in Rhode Island.
Okay.
And then once things started to leak, which it leaked pretty early, they realize like, oh, this isn't going to be safe. And I've said this, I think I even said this last week, like the amount of high profile guests that are going to be there just for safety reasons, like it's hard to get in, get out. Like New York, you can like hide in plain sight.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean? Like just there's so many hotel rooms and ways to get transportation. So I think it makes sense that it's there. But I think originally they wanted it in Rhode Island and it just wasn't gonna they realized that it wasn't gonna work out.
So what's this TMZ thing then of them setting up the wedding at the Rhode Island house?
Well,
You think
no,
this was from a few days ago?
no, no, no. The TMZ thing was that they were going to get married in Rhode Island, and then they realized that people were leaking the information, so they decided to move it to New York. But she is in Rhode Island currently, supposedly at having like a mini bachelorette party because her best friend Abigail was spotted there, and there was a bunch of girls in black, and she was dressed in white on the balcony
And then this Travis Kelsey like bachelor party.
in
Yep.
LA. Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
So it's happening.
How do you know all this? This happened 45 minutes ago. Do you get TMZ notifications?
No, well, yeah, actually, I do. I do get TMZ notifications, and I also just live inside the internet. Like I
I know,
just
but
like
that's pretty good.
because here's my thing. Like when I open my phone, like I'll open Instagram and I'll like do like a quick 2-second scroll just to see if anything popped. Then I'll open Twitter and I'll see if anything popped, and like that's kind of how I do it. Like I
Yeah.
just anytime I open my phone, I just like kind of check to see if there's anything.
It just comes natural.
Comes natural. I think I told you about this that like my therapist always jokes at me that like did I ever tell you this that her whole philosophy is that we're all from caveman times and that like that's why there's like natural mathematicians and like natural healers and there's people that are natural builders and artists and she was like you were the news before the news. Like you
That's
were the
interesting.
one that would like go over to the you would leave your village, go to the other village and be like, where'd you get those?"
Would you ever work for TMZ and be like a paparazzi like on the street?
No, because
No.
I think that that's creepy.
You think so? Like the
Yeah.
verbal thing? Whatever happened to that, by the
I
way?
know.
Haven't heard that in a while.
That was a lot of money to pay to go away. I
Yeah,
know. Yeah, I think it's creepy. And I also like to care too much about like hurting people's feelings. You know what I mean? Like I'm not like a
I know what you
hounder.
mean. Yeah, it would be hard
Like
for me to do that too.
even like with radio, like there's a lot of like bits that people do, like man on the street, well, they'll go up to people and ask them. Like I'm like even that is weird to me.
The hardest thing about that is like, I remember doing one, and I'm like, all right, we're gonna do this man on the street thing, but I got all these people. I'm like, so what are we gonna be talking about? Like, I just blanked out in that moment. I'm like, holy shit! Like,
Yeah, and some people are really, really good at that. It's just like not my strength. Like my strength is more interview or one-on-one.
yeah,
And so I don't like to make people feel uncomfortable. I think that my superpower is that I have the ability to make people feel very comfortable. And I like that. I like making people feel comfortable. So I don't ever want to make them feel comfortable. So I mean, obviously TMZ is a massive superpower and there's, celebrity gossip has existed forever. I think some of their tactics maybe not be the best, but there was a really great piece. Harvey Levin, who's the founder and CEO, I think it was in the New Yorker a couple years ago, where he talked about how, like, he ultimately is like the last line of publish. And he said there are so many things that he said do not publish because it would ruin people's
yeah,
careers that he just sat on.
interesting.
So I do think that he has a bit of an ethical, like he has a bit of like, a morale ethical clause, and he kind of goes by that because he's like, if I released everything I got, like people's lives would be over. And I
That's
totally
tough.
believe that.
That's
Yeah.
like blackmail territory too.
Well, and even like Dumois, that's like a smaller version of TMZ
Yeah,
that blew up, in the pandemic. Like when it first blew up, like she just posted everything. She remained anonymous, but then like once the account started getting really, really famous, she said like she's like, I'm not talking about people's sexuality. I'm not talking about people in rehab. I'm not talking about people's kids. So like she has her own kind of morality clause, ethical clause, I guess you would call it. So like there is that part of it, but TMZ, like they're
it's
intense.
probably how they remain so correct all the time.
Exactly.
If he's the
And people
last
were
line of
like
that,
thought the whole Taylor Swift MSG was nuts. I'm like, when you do the research, TMZ's only been wrong like 7 or 8 times. Like that's in over like
yeah.
decades.
And I'm sure a lot of that stuff that he shuts down is like very much hearsay.
No, I think there's probably photos and videos. I think,
Oh, okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
why did
I
the
think,
Vrabel thing? I mean, because that's a scandal, but like
but
that would,
I also think an affair is, I think he's talking about something that's like maybe like drug use or
yeah,
like,
yeah.
you know what I mean? Like I think, and again, those pictures, like they weren't technically doing anything in the pictures.
But it did ruin her career.
It did. But I meant like more of like doing coke like at
Yes,
work.
that would
You
be
know what I mean?
detrimental. Yeah,
Like it ruined her career because like she made a bad decision, but like it wasn't them making out per se.
yeah.
It was just them like looking cozy.
That's a good way to put it.
Because remember, the pictures from the restaurant in New York City was page 6. It wasn't TMZ.
And those came after
And that came after it.
the Sedona thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I can't believe that went away. No one's talking about that. That's a lot of money someone paid.
I know.
A
A
lot of
lot
money.
of money.
A lot of money.
Anyway, what made you gag?
So we were talking about the beach and how you were up here doing a little bit of a road trip a couple of years ago. Do you know what beach pizza is?
No,
Oh, it's
wait.
a staple.
It's kind of like a beach sandwich, which is like a cold hot dog.
No. So
Okay.
on the North Shore of Massachusetts, it's very popular, but like in the Salisbury Beach area, in Hampton Beach, which is in New Hampshire, but right over the border, there's two pizza restaurants called Christie's and Tripoli's.
Okay.
And their pizza, people swear by either one of them. And they're very cult followings. Like you're
Okay.
either a Christie's person or you're a
Okay.
Tripoli's person.
Okay.
And I don't get it too often, but I'm a Tripoli's person, which is like the popular answer. Like people
Okay.
will tell you it's pretty split down the middle, but Tripoli's is better.
Okay. It's like
Um,
Pat's and Geno's for cheesesteaks in Philly.
I guess so. I guess
Yeah.
so. But it's like a cult following, and like you don't break that. Pretty. It's
Okay.
very strong.
Are they
People,
open all year?
Some of them are. There's a couple of different locations,
Okay.
but the recipes are very similar, but like the sauce on one of them is a little bit sweeter. It's square pizza, so
Ooh,
it's
okay.
very
That's my
good. It's like
fave. Oh my God.
bakery
Yeah.
pizza, but it's
And you
so
eat it
good.
even though with the cheese situation.
And the best part about it is that there's not a lot of cheese on it unless you order like a slice of provolone on it. That's extra
Okay.
cheese. But
Okay.
we went down to the beach on Saturday night after I got
Okay.
back from an appearance. It was slammed because it was so warm, but it was like at 8 o'clock, so it was not that
Was that the
bad.
picture you took of Maddie with the
Yeah,
sunset?
yeah, we
Yeah.
were there.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, so we got a box and it I ate so much of it. It is crazy. We used to be like, all right, we're gonna get a box of eight is like their sizing.
Okay.
And then there's like a 16 and like a 32, but like we get eight and we do like half with light cheese or regular cheese and then half with the extra cheese. But
Okay.
she only eats two pieces. So what a, and then we're just left over with two pieces of extra cheese on it that I'm not going to eat. So now we're going to do six pizzas or six pieces and then she's going to get two. But
Yeah.
I was so gagged because it was just like the first summer day and
Yeah.
having it year round is great, but having it from the beach in the summertime, there's nothing better than that.
There's nothing better.
You're gonna
Well,
have to come
my
up here. We'll do it.
theory. So like at the Jersey Shore is like the turkey sandwich on the beach. Like have you like
I've heard of that. Yeah.
so it's like you and people will do like ham and cheese or the hoagie, but you don't even call them hoagies in Boston, right? You call
Yeah.
them
Subs.
subs because like hoagie is a very Philly, like Delaware Valley thing. But
Yes.
like I love doing like just like a regular like turkey sandwich and it just tastes so good on the beach. I'm like, yeah, because my theory is like it's the salt air and like the sand and
Yeah.
there's just like extra like there's
That
just
is
something
so good. Now that
and
you
that's
say
why I
that,
think that like that pizza tastes better because like you're at the beach, like there's something in the air that like makes it's like the salt air. Now, how far is that from your house?
like 15 minutes, 15 to
Oh, it's
20 minutes.
close.
It's
Okay.
not that bad.
Okay.
But there's like a couple of different ones, especially with Tripoli's. They're more of a bakery, but they have pizza at all their locations. So there's like a couple in like Lawrence and North Andover that are
Okay.
away from the beach, but they don't taste the same as
Right.
the beach. But that's funny you say the turkey sandwich thing because that's so true.
Yeah, you like bring it on the beach. So I now I want to come and so how far are these pizza places from Boston?
40 minutes, 35,
Okay.
40 minutes.
And like do you have to wait in line?
Depends. Sometimes the line is long, but we went at 8 o'clock, just like after dinner time. We
Yeah.
got right up there and we were
Oh,
ready to
good.
go.
Okay.
But so when you go to like Jersey Mike's or something, do you call those hoagies or are those subs?
Hoagies. Yeah.
Hoagies.
But did you see that Jersey Mike's just beat Chick-fil-A as the number one fast food place in the
No,
country?
I
Yeah.
didn't.
Yeah.
That's
Which is
crazy.
so wild because they call it. So the funny thing is that there's no real Jersey Mike's like within the Philly area. Like there's one in Cherry Hill, which is literally 11 minutes. But I'm just saying, like, there's none in Center City, there's none in Bala, like right. I wonder if there's like some kind of like weird, but we have like real delis that have
Yeah.
hoagies.
So
You know what
like
I mean?
we have like pizza shops that have subs.
Yeah.
So
We,
that's
but yeah,
funny.
a hoagie is just like a thing here.
You're like, oh, I'm gonna go to Jersey Mike's and get a hoagie. I
Exactly.
would have
Yeah.
never thought that.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a. I mean, because that's what we call it here. We don't call it a sub.
Yeah. That's funny.
Hoagie.
I didn't know that.
All right. What made you light up?
Laid up. Well, my cousin's graduation party was on Sunday, and you know
Oh yeah,
how
you
they
were gonna park and walk home.
that's this Saturday.
Oh, okay.
That's
Oh,
my
your
friend's
friend. That's
graduation
right.
party.
That's right. Okay.
But my cousins, and you know how like they it's like kind of a newer thing, but like they take all the school pictures from all of the years
Oh, right. Right.
and
Right.
they
Right.
stack
Yeah.
them up.
Yep.
And I was like, it's crazy to see the progression of something like that. That lit me up, but like seeing family was like the real reason because I saw people there I haven't seen in a long time from the family, like distant cousins and all that stuff. But it was just insane because he's a younger cousin. I remember when he was born and all that stuff. It made me light up because like the trajectory of his pictures
Yeah.
were really
Where's he
cool.
going to school?
He's going to where's he going? It's right on the tip of my tongue. It's in Connecticut. It's in Bridgeport. Let's see.
So close.
Yeah, Bridgeport CT schools. Should probably write college. When I get it, it's gonna be
Okay.
what the hell? Sacred Heart.
Got it.
Yeah,
Awesome. Well,
yeah,
fun.
that's good. How about you?
So what made me light up was that I have do you know what a gallery wall is?
A wall of pictures on it?
Yeah, it's like pictures and like plaques and like, wall decor. And so
Okay.
I had one set up for ever. And so like right before Christmas, my best friend who I haven't spoken to since December, who lives in my building, was like, we need to redo a gallery wall. It's like super dated. And I was like, yeah, you know what? Like that's like a good point. Like he's really good into design and like home stuff. And so he's like, we'll go. Both of us were off like 2 weeks over Christmas. And he's like, we'll go and like we'll go to Home Goods. We'll look for some new stuff. We'll like do the whole thing. And I was like, awesome.
Like
And
canvas things and stuff.
yeah, and like
Yeah.
just new stuff, right? Because I mean, some of the stuff I had, like, I've been in my apartment for 12 years, but some of the stuff was like I've had for like 15 years. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
Yep.
And so I was like, yeah, you're right. Like, I didn't even, like, I know what looks cool, but I don't have that eye to be able to be like, no, the round thing goes here and we need to move the triangle thing, right? So over Christmas, we clearly never did it because we really haven't spoken. I, on my own, went to get new stuff and I had been collecting stuff. So I've had like all this new stuff. And it got to the point that I was like, I might just have to like hire like a task rabbit or like pay an interior designer to, because also like I chat GPT'd it because you can kind of do the layout, but I
Yeah.
also am like not good at like getting a level and like knowing like where to hang stuff. And so to make a very long story short, my friend Rachel, who works for us in Beasley in digital, her cousin is an interior designer. And so like I had asked her, I said, is there any chance? And they live like far in the Philly burbs that like you have like a free Sunday afternoon that you'd be willing to come down and like help me do this. I'm like, I'll pay you, or like I'll take you out to like a really nice dinner. And and like we've gotten together before, we went to concerts and stuff. She's like, no, she's like, I'd love to. She's like, let me see. So long story short, her and Rachel came over on Sunday and like they
Nice.
helped me redo the gallery wall. And like I took them to a really nice lunch. And I still have like a couple more things to do. Like I had to like get another shelf and I had to run out and get some like decorative stuff. But like hopefully it'll be done by like early next week because I'm
That's
waiting for
great.
something that's sent. But it's just was like one of those things, like I was so overwhelmed with like gratitude that like they took time out of their day to do this for me and it looked amazing and they were just like so generous and so talented. And obviously like it's been weird like not talking to, my best friend, but it's like there's, life has seasons and like sometimes things aren't right with one person, but like you have other really amazing people in your life and you just kind of got to roll with it. You know what I mean? So I was very, very, very grateful for that. And I'm excited to show everybody what it looks like when it's done.
That feeling of like when someone really helps you out and you're like, I don't know how to repay you. It can be good, but it can also be like, I feel like I'm in debt now,
No, I
but not really. It's like,
because I don't feel that way to be honest because I'm that person for a lot of people. And so like when you get that in return you're like, "Oh, like it makes me want to keep doing nice
that's a
things."
good point. That's how
You know what I
other
mean?
people
Like,
feel when you do that.
yeah, like
Yeah.
I do that for people without thinking about it. And so like when people thinking about it for me, I'm like, yeah, I'm like, "Oh, I'm that person for other people, so I'm getting that back and like this is like what humanity and friendship is all about, you
Sure.
know?"
That's great.
Yeah, so it was
So you
fun.
think it's gonna be done?
Hopefully I ordered something from Poshmark and so it's
Okay.
supposed to come by like the 22nd. And then the I need somebody to come over to like help me eye the level. So I'm gonna see if my friend Diana could pop over tonight or tomorrow just to kind of help me like level it out. So
Yeah.
by next week it should be done.
Great. I'm sure there'll be a video.
Yeah. Oh,
Definitely.
I did the before, 100%.
Hmm.
All right, so what made you uncomfortable?
Uncomfortable. Oh, so I had this remote on Saturday and I don't want to like bash people on here, but I'm like the I had to help the street team set up a tent because they didn't know how to
Ugh.
set up the pop-up tent. But it was just so freaking hot and I was dripping before everything started. And I was like DJing at the remote, so I had to set up all my stuff and it was just terrible. And we were just standing there for 3 hours, like under the tent, but like it didn't matter. It was still so hot. I'm like,
Sometimes
dying.
under the tent's worse because you're out of the sun, but then there's no airflow.
I had to like reach over to the side where like the tent was like over an overhang and the wind was coming down through. I'm like,
Yeah.
that feels nice. But it was a lot. Like it was an hour and 20 minutes away and then setting all that stuff up and
What
then
was it
taking it
for?
down. It was like a World Cup. event, like
Okay,
before
got
one
it.
of the games. It was by one
Okay.
of the towns by the stadium. So
Okay.
it was there. I mean, it was good, but just so freaking hot. I
Yeah.
don't think people wanted to really come out for it. So it was so
So almost every summer except COVID, and we're not doing it this year because of the World Cup, I do this thing called Feel Good Fridays where it's I do a live broadcast at a different bar and restaurant in the area.
yeah,
And I had to like put my foot down and become quite the diva when I'm like, when it is over 85 degrees, we're not outside. Like my show is 5 hours long. The crew is here for 7 hours. Like there has been multiple times where the equipment has shut off because it was too hot.
yeah, that can't
So
happen.
I'm like, I am the most chill person on the planet, but when it comes to being uncomfortable with weather, especially the heat, I'm like, no.
Yeah, we should have done
So
it inside.
yeah,
Looking back at it, but like I even told people, are like, "Oh yeah, we were outside," and they're like, "Oh, yeah, I thought you were inside that whole time." I'm like, "No, we were
no,
outside."
I get
But
it.
I wasn't the
Um,
only one, so I can't really bitch about it too much. But
it's so frustrating because it's like the you're just like and most people, and that's why I try to explain, I'm like, I will talk to the client because it's like most people only come for like 20 minutes or like 35 minutes. Like we're there for hours, like in the heat.
yeah,
Like not cool. Um,
what are you gonna do? It's summertime.
it's summertime, I know.
You're
So
gonna be
what made me
complaining about it.
uncomfortable was that on my Google Calendar or on my I don't know if it's Google or my
Yeah,
iCal, it's this random thing that says train to Richmond, Virginia, Norfolk, Virginia at 8:54 a.m. today. And like I didn't put that on there. I have no idea what it is. I have no idea why this random thing showed up on my phone.
yeah, that's how people will hack calendars to get like information.
Oh,
It's happened
really?
to me before. I'm opening up the calendar app on my phone because I want you to check something. If you go to your calendar app
Okay.
and like on the top, the search icon, the one to the left of it,
Like here?
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're the bottom right hand corner, the
Okay.
calendar icon next to the like the
Yeah.
inbox to the left of
Okay.
it. Scroll all the way down to like other. Do you see anything on there that's like not that you don't know what it is?
Like I'm looking at this thing. Can you see it?
Yeah, like is there anything on there that you didn't make? Like maybe under other,
Where does it say other?
all the
Oh
way
yeah.
down to the bottom.
Um, no, it says US holidays, scheduled reminders, birthdays, series
Yeah, that's
suggestions.
what mine says. So maybe it is your Google Calendar, but like that's happened to me before, like where like an invite will pop up. Like if I get to like a website somehow that it has like a pop up on it, it's
Yeah,
it's bad. I would
I
look and
have.
see if anyone charged Amtrak for money from your account.
Oh my God, so smart. You're
Yeah.
so smart. You're
Mhm.
right. You're so right. Okay, I'm gonna have to do that. Okay, good. Well, that definitely made me uncomfortable. All right, what made you
Yeah,
proud?
probably even more now. Sorry
Yeah,
about that.
great, thanks.
What made me proud? My youngest brother had his eighth grade like graduation ceremony. I wasn't able to go, but Maddie went and like took pictures and stuff with my parents. So after the ceremony, they break into like their little school dance thing.
Oh,
And
that's cute.
oh yeah, and he asked a girl, and I gotta show you this picture because there is like a whole drama thing. There's like one mom in the group of moms that's
Okay,
the leader of the group, and
okay.
whatever she says goes. And she was like, "Do we get the kids flowers to give to their dates and stuff?" And I'm like, both Maddie and I were talking to my mom about it, and we're both like, "No, like they're eighth graders. Like that's like a
Yeah,
prom type thing." And like, do they wear corsages? I'm like, "That's prom. This is like an eighth grade shindig."
right.
So like,
Like
she
there
ended up,
shouldn't even be dates. There should you should go as like
yes,
groups, you know?
yeah, I agree, but it ended up being little roses that she got for everybody, and I want you to see how far away he is from her when he hands her the rose.
Oh
You
my
just
God.
see, you see that? Oh, there you go.
But who are the two
Those are
guys in
his friends
between?
in the background. I'm trying to get the light out of it.
Oh my God. No, I see it. That's
Isn't
hilarious.
that so
He's
good?
like this.
He's like, here you go. You have cooties.
Yeah,
But I'm like,
that's
that was
hilarious.
so funny. So that made me proud that he had his little moment there and they all went out afterwards. It's crazy to think since he's 10 years older or younger than me, like all that was happening for me 10 years ago. Yeah. But like, how fast does time go? Like, I remember the day he was born, my aunt came to pick me and my younger brother up to go
Yeah.
to the hospital, and they backed into the fire hydrant at the end of the driveway. It was just, I remember vividly, very
Yeah.
vividly. I can't believe it's just already happening. Like all that stuff. It's
Oh yeah, I mean,
crazy.
my niece is gonna be 5, and I like can't wrap my brain around it. Like, I mean, 5, like what? Like that's insane.
I
You know
feel
what I
like
mean?
every year that I go through, time doubles itself.
Yes, but you know that, did I tell you this? I saw a TikTok from an astrophysicist that says time is actually moving faster because of all the technology. There's so much extra energy output. So like, I mean, obviously we can't feel it spin, but he's like, it's spinning, we're spinning faster. So that made me
Hmm.
feel a little bit better. Even though it's scary, it made me feel
Oh,
better
that
that
is
we're not.
scary because I know
Yeah,
like a little bit of a hit scientifically can like knock us out of orbit or something.
correct.
It's crazy.
But we think about, and he like explained it. He's like, think about the technology output even 20 years ago to now. Like we use so much.
The data centers, they're coming.
Exactly. It's
They're coming.
scary.
They're taking your water. So what made you proud this week?
Well, I made returns today. I had to run to the mall before
Okay.
work.
Yeah.
But not only did that, but like I always go to my trainer once a week, and I normally go around like 10:30. But the only time he can get me in today was 9, and usually that's like pretty early for me
Is
because
that
it's
cutting it
like
close? Yeah.
because I usually like wake up, like check the socials, have coffee, do coffee under the covers, then I do Boston. Like I like to ease. So I don't really like to start to work out till like 10, 11 because I don't like to be rushed. And I said to myself last week, no, like you got to just do it. And so like I did it. Like I went and like I got stuff done before 9, and then I was home by like 10, and then I like showered, like got out the door by like 11:15,
Nice.
and then drove to New Jersey, which is where the mall is. But New Jersey's like, it's kind of like how
Yeah. Yep.
Connecticut, New Hampshire, everything's right. So ran to the mall, returned my stuff, and then I still had time to go to Target to return Target. And
Did
then
you
I
leave with money or did you spend the return money?
No, I left with money. And it was so funny. The
Wow.
guy at Express was like, "Wow, you got a lot of nice stuff here. Were you buying stuff for an occasion?" I
An
go, "It was
occasion, huh?
it was your Memorial Day sale." I said, and I did keep some stuff. And then I said, so then not only that, so I got money,
Yeah.
but I also even more proud was that I made my lunch before I left and brought my lunch with me. I didn't even stop anywhere to buy lunch.
You are crazy.
Right?
Not even Starbucks?
Yes, of course. That's my treat.
That's your reward.
Starbucks is I get it every day. In fact, this is actually really funny. So I think I told you this that I go to the same Starbucks
And you
and
park in
I
the handicap spot and you don't really care.
no, the
Yeah.
fire
Yeah.
lane, the
Okay.
fire
Okay.
lane,
Same
not
thing. Might
handicap.
even be worse.
I don't know what is. I don't think so. But anyway, so the last couple of days that I went in, Terrence, my main man, wasn't there. So finally, after like 4 days, I go, "Yo, where's Terrence?" They're like, "Oh, he's in the back." I'm like, "Okay." So today I had time because I got all my stuff done. So I'm like, "Oh, instead of ordering on the app, I'll just go to the drive-through." So I pull up to the drive-through and it's like, "Hi, it's Starbucks." And I'm like, and I yell, I go, "Terrence, where have you been?" He's like, "Nicole, where have you been? I haven't seen you." I go, "I'm at the same time." I said, "I asked where you were, and they said you were in the back." He's like, "Oh, this was us talking through the speaker of
So
the drive."
everyone else in there wearing the headsets can hear the conversation too. Terrence!
I did. I go, "Terrence, where were and I started laughing because I was like, I'm so ridiculous sometimes that like
That's so
we're
funny.
just having this conversation and I go, "Just the usual." He's like, "All right." Like I don't even have to order um because it's my iced Americano with almond milk, and then they line the cup with caramel, and that's where I get my little bit of sweetness.
Mm, that sounds good.
But it's just like when I was like buying my lunch all the time, there's a deli across the street and they have this delicious turkey wrap. It's the roasted turkey wrap where it's roasted turkey. It's like the real good, almost like it's like real turkey with
Yeah.
it sounds weird, but it's with roasted red peppers and asparagus.
Oh, that might be
And
good.
and then you like dip it in honey mustard. And so normally when I call, it's like, "Hi, Cat's Deli." Go, "Hey, Rebecca, it's Nicole." She's like, "Okay, 10 minutes." Like I don't she just knows what I get.
That's so
But
good.
then her dad owns it. And so I've been trying to bring my lunch. And so like a couple weeks ago, I went in. I was like, "Hey, I haven't seen you in a couple weeks, or I haven't seen you in a couple days." He's like, "Couple days? I haven't seen you in weeks." Like he yelled at me.
Wow.
So
That's so good.
it's
Well,
like
then when you spend
who,
a lot of money at these places, they
oh my
better know
God.
your name.
Yeah, it's like who are the people in your neighborhood?
Let's go see Terrence the Coffee Man. Yeah.
All right, what made you curse?
Curse. Oh, my mom's a teacher, and the other day was her
Wait, my mom
last.
was a teacher too. My mom's a
Really?
teacher. Yeah, and she's retired now,
Yeah.
but my brother's a teacher.
I didn't know
What does your
that.
mom teach?
She is a she's a speech therapist at the
Oh
school.
wow,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Mhm.
Okay.
But it's a more fancier title than that, but that's basically what it is.
Yeah.
But her last day of school was the other day, and I'm like, every year that day pisses me off because I gotta sit here and she's gonna be home all day just relaxing and enjoying. And I'm like, oh, I mean, they work hard, so they deserve it. But like, I
Yeah.
work hard too. I want summertime.
I mean,
Don't you
you
miss being a kid and having the summer, like the 3 months of just freedom? Doesn't that ever itch you anymore?
you know what? Like I wish that I was like financially independent where like I could take off like big chunks of time to like fully to have a beach house and be it,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? But I like love what I do. So it's like, but then I also think if I just had oogles and oogles of money, I would be able to like volunteer and then like also be at the beach.
that is, yes, I do like
You know what I
what I
mean?
do,
So it's
but
like I would need to have like some sense of purpose. But
it's just wasted time if not.
yeah, I mean, listen, are young enough, you can go back to school and be a teacher.
Maybe I should for the summertime. No, I don't know. My mom always said I'd be a good history teacher.
Yeah, you have very good
History
vibes.
vibes. Yeah,
Yeah.
history teacher. Maybe I should.
You're an Aries, so you
Maybe in
don't, I mean,
another
you could
life.
always take class online.
Maybe I'll take some night classes.
Yeah, you probably just do it online.
I definitely could.
Just do it in between the stop sets.
What made you curse?
So I was at a happy hour
Oh, we can't have
and
those here.
huh?
We can't have those here. They're illegal.
In Massachusetts?
Happy hour is illegal in Massachusetts.
Really?
Hmm. It was something in the 80s. They tried to reverse it a couple of years ago, and that failed. But don't worry, we can keep the bars open until 3 in the morning in the summertime now for the World Cup. That's fine.
Wow,
Yep.
that's so
You
interesting.
can't run a special on alcohol for less than a month. It has to be at least a month. So like we can't do like a
I thought the PA liquor laws were intense. No,
Massachusetts is tough.
Massachusetts is
Yep.
no joke.
New Hampshire's worse. You can't buy hard liquor anywhere except for a state-run liquor store.
Well, that's how it is in Pennsylvania. So growing up, we had the beer distributor
Yeah.
and then we had the liquor store. And I didn't think anything of it until like I like went to LA for the first time for The Biggest Loser and I was like, "What do you mean you could buy this in CVS?" Like I was
Oh,
so
really?
confused.
Yeah. That's crazy to me too. In Maine, you
Yeah.
can. Like the grocery store has all the liquors and stuff.
Yeah, and we now Pennsylvania like just and New Jersey too, like they just started putting liquor, not even liquor because it's just beer and wine. Like you
Yeah.
still for hard liquor, you still have to go to the liquor store
But you were at a happy hour.
at a happy hour. And this one guy got so wasted to the
Mm.
fact that his wife was like, I have never seen him this drunk before. Like I'm worried. And so I'm not a drinker. I think we talked about this before. Like I like used to try to force myself to drink in college and I was like, I don't like the taste. I don't need the calories. And I also don't trust anybody else with my safety besides me. So like I just like don't ever want to get to a point that I am not fully aware of what's going on.
And in control. Yeah.
And I also feel that like and there it's not lost on me that I feel very fortunate that like I never felt like I needed it as an escape. You know, a lot of people they're stressed out or they don't want to think about stuff and like that's what they do. They need an escape. Like I'm aware that like I'm blessed in that sense. However, I think that like it's ridiculous and it was scary because like I started to be worried and then I thought but I stopped myself because I was like maybe because I'm not a drinker, like I'm just overthinking this. I'm like, but this is like embarrassing.
Oh, it
And
definitely is.
also like I'm kind of worried. And then like his wife said something to me like, I've never seen him this drunk before. And then I was like, is he having a stroke? Like, should we call 911? Like people had a luckily she wasn't drinking, so she was driving. But then I'm like, he had to be helped in the car. Then I was like, how's she gonna get him out of the car? And it was just like, it was just really, it was a lot. It was just a lot. And I'm just like, it just made me think of a lot of different things of like, you know, like why people let themselves get that far. Did he even realize it? Like, you know, and then after the fact, um, one of my friends said to me, she was like, I was really worried. And I go, I thought I was worried, but I thought I was being like ridiculous. And she was
Yeah.
just like, I was gonna like report the bartender because like the bartender shouldn't have been
Oh yeah.
given drink.
Overserved.
Yeah. And he was older. It's not like he was 21. You know what I mean? Like he's older than me. He was probably like middle to late 40s. You know what I mean? So
Hmm.
like it was just weird. So it's not like this is the first time, and he's not known for being like that. So that's why I was like, and it was
It
like a
was a
friend of
one-off.
it was like a friend of a friend, so it wasn't somebody that was like super close to, but the whole thing was just like it was just like a lot.
That's
You know what I mean?
uncomfortable. It's
Yeah.
very uncomfortable.
Maybe I should have flipped it. Maybe
You
I should
should
have
have flipped
been
it.
the train to Richmond was the
You got to
curse.
figure that out. But like, not obviously, I never have nights like that. But like when I am drinking, the worst part about drinking is the morning after. The anxiety is
Right.
crazy. Like,
Right.
and that bothers the shit out of me. Because
But
like,
are
what did
you
I do?
drink
What did I say? Like,
like are you drinking water and like are
oh
you
yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. It doesn't happen. Maybe like once or twice a year. I'm like, oh, like what did I say? Like I know I did something. Like, and I'm in
Yeah.
the shitter for it. But
But you also are still like at that age where like it's kind of okay because
yeah,
you're still
I
young
I drink
enough.
once a week maybe,
Right,
and
right,
it's never anything that's a lot.
right,
Like last night was the drinking night because we were at the bowling league and I only had one drink.
right.
I'm fine with that. I just like the
And I
taste of
think
it
it's like a
more.
bigger conversation of just like, you know, how well there's like a whole thing about how Gen Z is drinking less.
Oh yeah,
Um,
definitely.
you know, which is really interesting and but it's also just like the age ranges and how it's like so normalized, but it's like it's not good for you, but like people just do it. So, but then I'm also self-aware enough to know that like I'm the anomaly that doesn't drink. So it's
Yeah.
like I try to like be more like understanding. But yes, but then when my friend said that she was also like worried, I was like, okay, well at least I wasn't alone.
Well, the big thing why younger people aren't drinking anymore is because weed is legal,
Right.
and there's a new like measure in Massachusetts. It's going to probably end up going back on the ballot this year about trying to reverse it to going back to just medical, and like get ready for all the alcohol companies to dump so much money into that campaign of like
100%.
because
100%.
I would like I probably crazy amount of sales they lost.
100%. Yeah,
Definitely. So like
definitely.
that's coming down the pike, but like so that'll be interesting to see how much Anheuser-Busch shells into those companies, and
Yeah.
it'd be
Yeah,
interesting.
because they're still using, I mean, just people who vape alone is
Yeah,
insane,
yeah.
you know? Um, and I'm like, people, just drink your Starbucks.
Go see Terrence. He's in the back.
Parents, where were you? Like yelling into the microphone like a crazy lady.
That's good. All
I
right,
gotta
what are
talk
you
about
doing
that
this
though.
weekend?
We have the Barefoot Country Music Festival, which is like
Okay.
the huge festival of the Jersey Shore. However, I will only be there Sunday. It's the
Who's
Eric Church.
headlining? Oh, okay.
So tonight is Miranda Lambert. Tomorrow's Kelsey Ballerini. Post Malone is Saturday. Eric Church is Sunday.
That's a good lineup.
And like there's like Tucker Wetmore's there and the Chase Rice and Ty Myers and there's like a bunch of people on each day. And normally like we're there every day. We're broadcasting and like it's just a very weird off year this year. So I'm only there on Sunday.
Is
So
anybody else there gonna be?
Donnie is going to
Okay.
be there. But that's it. So
Oh
Jeff
wow.
just had a baby.
Yeah.
Andy's going through her stuff. Like Shannon's not going. So it's just weird. So, um, my nieces has her her gymnastics recital on Saturday. So, um, so tomorrow I'm going to drive from here to my parents, sleep over at my parents, go to her recital Saturday. After the recital, drive to the shore, stay at my friend Saturday night, do a beach day Sunday, and then do like the stage announcements on Sunday night.
Good for you.
So, and a partridge in a pear tree. What are you doing?
Nice. Just the graduation party and just gonna hang low on Sunday, I think. Father's Day,
No,
so we'll probably just
yeah,
do
yeah,
a
yeah.
couple of plans and stuff, breakfast, and
No jet skis.
not this weekend. I'm
Yeah.
not dealing with that. I haven't even dealt with that. Ugh. All right, I'm gonna go think about jet skis.
All right. See ya. Have a good
See ya.
day.
Bye.